Our second speaker is Sister Pamela Jackson, and the words are, "Truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise." Let's give her a hand as she comes forward.
We want to learn our mouths with His word. Luke 23 and 24, I'm going to read it again. I think that was a slightly different version, but and Jesus said unto him, "Verily I say unto thee, today thou shalt be with me in paradise." And I did title this sermonette, "Ready or Not, He's Already Here." Everybody's not ready for Jesus to come on the scene. And in the time He was being crucified, many of them didn't accept Him because they weren't ready for Him to come. They were looking for Christ, but they weren't ready for Him to appear. He can show up at the least expected time. No matter what we're doing. And it's at the moment that you realize He's present that you just had revelation that He's been there the whole time. The light shines when He's present. And then you're able to see things clearly. The sinner that hung on the cross close by, he realized, he had a moment of revelation, and he realized he was in the presence of God. Seeing himself for the sinner that he was, he asked God not to forget him when he gets back to His kingdom. You know how we do. Do Lord, do remember me. While I'm right here in my mess. And some of us don't say that, but that's what the sinner said. He said, while I'm right here in my mess, I'm not ashamed right now because I can see clearly. You are God. Do remember me. People want to know, is it too late to be saved or to get saved on your deathbed? You could be paralyzed, 100% immobile. Maybe your eyes don't even open. Can you be saved? Well, see, salvation is a spiritual matter. Now, if it involves a person having to administer the sinner's prayer, answer would be no. Because you need a certain kind of response from the sinner's prayer to know what you're doing. Are you being effective? But it's a spiritual thing. Ready or not, Jesus is present and already on the scene. Whether we are in a condition that we believe Christ can save, He's already present and on the scene. Proverbs 24:12 says, "Does not He ponder the heart and consider it? He that keepeth your soul, does He not know it?" Jesus is omnipresent. He's all-knowing and He's all-seeing. Salvation is not dependent on your condition. Not your physical condition. Jesus knows the heart of every man. Every man, woman, boy, and girl. I don't want to exclude anybody. It's not the actual committing or the place you're in, the things you're saying. It's not the hype of the moment that negotiates His arrival. Ready or not, He's already here. See, this ain't no game of hide, they call hide go see. You're not hiding, and then when you come to church, you're in His presence. You're not in a place where He can't see what you're doing, and then when you show up among the saints, you're in His presence. He's not looking for you. He already sees you. He sees you in your mess and out of your mess. He sees you when you're on the cross. He sees you when somebody's trying to crucify you, when somebody's trying to burn you at the stake. He sees you when you have tears and when you have hurt and pain in your heart. He sees every moment. We pray and ask God, look upon me and see me, but He's already there. He's already present. The thing is, we have to see Him. When we realize He's there, everything is possible. The man on the cross knew when he realized Jesus. There was a communion going on in the heart when Jesus said, we didn't hear that part of the conversation. We only heard him say, when you get back to heaven, remember me. But there was already something going on in the heart. When he recognized, when he realized it was God in the midst, his heart was communing and talking with God. And the other man spoke out and said, well, you really, Christ, save yourself and save us. And it was at that point that this person's heart swelled up and it overwhelmed him. And he said, do you not realize you're in the presence of God? Because when we see stuff clearly, we think everybody else can see it too. But he stopped in the midst of talking to that sinner, and I'm not with him. He said, no, remember me. Right? Yes. The thing is, when we recognize that Jesus is in the midst, we must also remember at that moment that anything is possible. It don't matter if he's seeing you at the moment of being in the ditch that you was digging for somebody else. It's those embarrassing times when we forget that he's still there. He's there for us. And just like the thief said, we can say, do